So he was like, I really want to do this, right? I said, yeah, that's cool. He was like, and you know, I ain't trying to be in no relationship with nobody else. Basically trying to, convince me to say that, oh, I want you to be my girlfriend, but I want to have hoes on the side. Like, that's what he was saying. And I was on top of attitude. I was jumping on trucks. I was climbing. I was standing in the middle of the street, laid out, stretched out in the middle of the street. I'm here because I told my Snapchat fam, if you in the building, what's up? We here, we made it. But I told them that I would do a video on how when you're in a relationship, you feel like that person's love for you is supposed to replace the love that you're supposed to have for yourself without even knowing it. So for those of you who know me, like know me, y'all know for the most part of my young adult life, I have been in a relationship. So for those of you who don't, I got into a relationship in 2010 when I was like in the 10th, 11th grade ish, and was in it for 5 years. So basically, I'm just talking about my personal experience. This is based on a true story. This is real. And what I went through and what I learned and the stuff that I did, the stuff that I didn't know about myself, the stuff that I didn't appreciate about myself, and the stuff that I didn't love about myself. So starting off, me, I'm not really oh, hey, let me be your friend type person. I'm a chill, laid back. You talk to me, I'll talk back. We could talk all day long, but I'm not just gonna throw myself out there to have a conversation with somebody. So I'm sitting there chilling or whatnot in my intro to theater class in high school, and this guy walks up to me. We're gonna say his name is, most of you know his name if you know me, but we're gonna say his name is Paul. So Paul walk up to me, we start chit-chatting, whatnot. Bam, next thing you know, we in a relationship. It was great, especially I was in a place in my life where, well, back then, like, y'all see me now, like, she is fabulous, but back then, like, I didn't care. Like, it was to the point where I would wake up, not look in the mirror, just put some clothes on, just be ready to go. Like, come on, let's go. I ain't trying to impress nobody. I know don't nobody want me. I barely wanted me. So when I started getting this attention, I was like, me? You talking to me? You sure? So got it, and I was loving it, baby. When I say loving it, let me put this out there right now. Paul is not a bad guy at all. Not at all. Like, I love him to death. I promise I do. Still do. But, I mean, you gotta come to that point where you realize that you can love people from a distance. But anyways, like I was saying, so got into it. Start feeling good to you and whatnot. And start seeing flags, like green flags, yellow flags, red flags, blue flags, pink flags, black flags, all of them. Still stayed there. Because I was one of those type of chicks that thought, oh, all I gotta do is argue with him. All I gotta do is go off. All I gotta do is break some stuff. All I gotta do is throw some stuff. And he'll do right. No, baby, let me tell you something right now. Come here. If that man doing that to you, he ain't that man for you. So I came to the point, like, I did not come to this point to realize what was going on until the end of last year. And it's like, what, the 6th day? And no, the 5th or 6th day in January 2016. So I, like, just came to the realization that, like, I'm popping. But I got this from a Bible story. Y'all want to hear? I'm gonna tell it to y'all anyways. But y'all know, Rachel and Leah are sisters. Jacob is like their cousin, but back in the Bible days, that's how they got down. So, and Laban is Rachel and Leah's father and Jacob's uncle. But anyways, I'm just letting y'all know that right now because I'm gonna get into the story. So Jacob was walking one day, whatnot. He seen baby girl Rachel, which is his uncle's daughter. So went, asked her where her dad was at, whatnot. She went back to the house, told her daddy about him. They went, met each other, conversed, did this, and that. Jacob saw Rachel, And Jacob was like, man, I need that. Like, I need that in my life. So he went to his uncle. You know, he needed somewhere to stay. So he was like, his uncle was like, um, if you gonna work for me, you know, he was gonna work for his uncle, you know, so he can have somewhere to stay, stuff like that. So his uncle was like, if you gonna work for me, I'm gonna give you some, like, nephew. Like, I ain't gonna just let you work for me for free. So he was out there, he was like, well, I'm really feeling Rachel. You know, your youngest daughter, I'm really feeling her. He was like, okay, so if you work for me for 7 years, you can have Rachel. Jacob worked them 7 years, but when I say he worked, and it felt like a few days to him because he loved her so much. But then his uncle, okay, then the day that he was supposed to get Rachel, he went to his uncle. He was like, "Oh, what's up? Like, where Rachel at? You know, you said I can have. It's been 7 years. What's up?" So, you know, back then they ain't had no candles, they ain't had no light switches or nothing like that. So they lead the bride into the bedroom. You had sex to consummate that marriage. He woke up the next day and he was like, who is that? That ain't what I signed up for. It was Leah, her older sister, in the bed. Now, the Bible say Rachel was beautiful. And all it said about Leah was she had weak eyes. So I'm going to assume that was laser or something like that. But that's all they said about it. So obviously, she didn't meet the standard. But, ain't nobody ugly because, that's a different story. But anyways, he woke up and he was like, girl, like, who are you? Like, I didn't sign up for this. He went to his uncle like, this what you gonna do to me though? This for real? So his uncle was like, well, I can't give you my younger daughter if my older daughter ain't married. So he was like, okay, what I gotta do to get Rachel though? I still want Rachel. I don't want this chick. So he had to work 7 more years. And you know what he did, y'all? He worked them 7 years. So when well, that's the part of the story that I was worried about. But after that, they started having children and whatnot. You can read the story if you want. I'll leave like the scripture somewhere in this area so you can read it. But and I was sitting there and I was like, I'm sitting here struggling. I'm sitting here arguing. I'm sitting here going off, breaking my stuff, running up my gas, getting in debt. Like, y'all, if y'all want to know about that stuff, please leave me a comment and I will tell you. All for this dude that still not treat me the way I'm supposed to be treated. So when I sat there and I looked and I was like, I need me a Jacob, baby. Would I want to be the one that somebody settles for while they work for the ones that they really want? Or would I want to be the one that someone is working for to get? So, you know which one I chose, right? In that situation, I chose to be that one that somebody settled for because I thought in my mind, like a lot of females think, that I can stay here and while I'm here, he'll realize what he got. He'll realize how great I am. He'll realize how much I love him. He'll realize all of this stuff. And it's really that if he don't see it right now, he not gonna see it. Like, Jacob never had a conversation. The Bible never said that Jacob had a conversation with Rachel. Rachel was chilling. She was doing her own thing. She was working. She was taking care of her business. He saw her taking care of her business and he was like, I need her. Now, one time did it say Rachel was out there trying to get Jacob attention, like, oh, you see me? I'm over here. Like, not one time. So I had to realize that I don't have to do all this stuff. Because as hard as I'm working for this man to realize what he has, it's somebody out there working twice as hard just to get a conversation with this. I had no business in it because I didn't love myself. So if I can't love myself, how in the world do I expect to love somebody else or even to have somebody love me? I don't want to get like in deep detail about the whole thing because this video will be close to an hour to an hour and a half long. So I would have to make like separate videos of every situation, like a video on, I don't know, the lies that I believe. A bit like that could be a whole video in itself. The flags that I saw, but I keep running that race like they was checkpoints. That could be a whole video in itself. Like, stupid stuff. Like, that's all it is being stupid. Doing stuff that you know good and well that you had no business doing, or doing stuff that you know good and well that you wouldn't accept. If it, like, this is when I realized what was actually going on. I wouldn't put up with that from nobody else. Nobody. Right now, even back then, if somebody came to me with that mess, like straight up, I would not put up with it. But simply because I was trying to please the people around us, make them feel like we happy, make us feel like we in a relationship. I've been with you so long, I didn't love myself, so you was giving me all this love, so I feel like I'm getting all my love from you. So I want to keep you around. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep you there because I feel like that's where my love come from. That's where my happiness come from. That's where all my help come from. Like, this man, like, I legit made this man a god. Like, I thought the world revolved around him, y'all. Like, and it's a lot of females out there, and I know y'all out there because I was one of them. But I know y'all out there, and y'all know how y'all supposed to be treated. You can even sit there and lie like you don't, but at the end of the day, you know when you're not feeling good. You know when you're not feeling that relationship. You know when you're not feeling whatever you're doing. When you get out of character, when he do something to you and you do something bad, you know you're not feeling it because you know that's a sign to say you know you don't deserve that. So stop putting up with it. That's the only way to get rid of it. Stop putting up with it. Grow. Learn about yourself. Because when I lied to y'all, when I made this man my God, I transferred schools for this man so I could be closer to him, not my family. They think that's what it's for. No, that wasn't what it was for. So I could be closer to him to make sure he wasn't doing what he wants, like what he was supposed to be doing. So it's just, I feel like my life would be so much better if I would have knew this then. But since I went through it. Obviously, I went through it for a reason. So I went through it to tell somebody else about it. So hopefully y'all in the same situation and y'all don't stay in it, or y'all just avoid the whole situation altogether. But love doesn't have conditions. Don't like, that's not real love if it has conditions. Oh, if you do this for me, then I love you. Oh, if you love me, you would do this. Oh, if you love me, you would do that. No, that's not how love works. Love is unconditional. Like, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not boast. Love does not brag. Like, if anything is going on like that, that's not real love, baby. I got one more thing to say, y'all. So when Adam and Eve was in the garden, right? When Adam woke up, you hear me right? When Adam woke up, he saw Eve and he was like, that's me. Hands down, point blank, and appearing. He ain't had no more questions. He ain't had nothing else to say. He was like, that's my wife. If a man ain't treating you like you his, hands down, point blank, and a period, if he telling you he need to take breaks, or he telling you he need to experience life, or he young and he got stuff that he want to do, that ain't the one for you, baby. Yours still sleep. Your Adam is still sleeping. So don't just fall for anybody just because you lonely while your Adam is asleep. Get out there and work, girl. Be Rachel. Go work. Handle your business. Be cute. Slay on a daily basis. And just be content with yourself and God. And just love on yourself as much as you can. Treat yourself the way that you want somebody else to treat you. I'm learning to do that still, and I want y'all to do it with me so we can be a team in this thing, y'all. We gonna make it.